Our story starts with a girl named Bryn, who lives alone in a house outside of a town. After her mother passed away, Bryn was all alone in the world. Her mother had a dream of creating a miniature model of the town, and after her death, Bryn wanted to fulfill this dream. Over time, Bryn crafted the entire model by constantly fixing and updating it. We also learn that Bryn made a living by sewing clothes. One day, after finishing her sewing, she noticed a strange circle outside her house on the lawn. Despite her attempts to remove it with water, the circle stayed the same. Determined to solve the mystery, Bryn hops in her car and drives toward town. Along the way, she encounters a boy she used to like, but when she stops the car to talk to him, he quickly leaves. It becomes evident that the people in town didn't like Bryn, which explains why her house was outside the town limits. We will learn about the reasons behind this dislike later in the story. Even though she didn't want to come to the town, she had shifted there because her mother was buried in the town's graveyard. She often visits her mother's grave, but people always ignore her, and it is clear that her presence is unwelcome in the town. On her way back from the graveyard, she spots her childhood friend Maud's parents. She quickly hides behind a car, and we realize that her presence inside the town was forbidden. Even though living alone was not Bryn's choice, it was her unfortunate circumstance. Back at her home, she is feeling isolated and sad. To cheer her up, she writes a letter to her childhood friend Maud. Shortly after, we see a postman deliver a box in front of her house. The box contains a small model of a school that Bryn had ordered for her miniature town model. Bryn happily adds the school to her town model, enjoying herself as she laughs and feels better. While completing her letter to Maud, she expresses her constant longing for her company and confesses that she can't forgive herself. Pictures of Maud from their childhood adorn her house, raising questions about Maud's whereabouts and secrets. One night, when Bryn is sleeping, all the lights in her house suddenly turn on. After a while, they turn off, and she is awakened by the sound of a dustbin falling outside. The mysterious incident left Bryn curious and alert. When Bryn turns on the light to inspect the fallen dustbin, none of the lights in her house come on. Investigating further, she discovers her front door was wide open, and a strange creature was roaming inside her house. Upon closer inspection, Bryn realizes it is not a creature, but an alien. The alien spots Bryn and starts following her. In a rush, Bryn hides in her room beside the bed. When the alien enters the room, Bryn hides under the bed. She observes the strange feet of the alien nearby. Unable to find anyone, the alien exits through the window. Bryn quickly closes the window, but hears the alien walking on her roof. She quickly rushes downstairs and closes her door. Suddenly, all the lights in her house flicker on and off, and electronic devices start working on their own, creating a creepy atmosphere. Unable to call for help due to her malfunctioning phone, Bryn realizes the alien is controlling everything, even her appliances. As fear sets in, the alien approaches her, revealing its face. In a desperate move, Bryn pushes the alien away and retreats to her room. The alien, now in control, causes an explosion at her door. Bryn, fearing for her life, grabs a broken piece of wood from a table the alien knocked over. She manages to fatally strike the alien, ending its control over her house. Terrified, Bryn spends the night sitting in front of the alien's lifeless body. The next morning, she covers the alien's corpse and attempts to call the police, only to find her phone and all electronic devices damaged. Realizing the alien's death caused the chaos, Bryn decides to leave. However, her car is also non-functional. Not knowing what to do, she notices a cut on her head and decides to take a quick bath and get ready. After blocking her main door with a sofa, she recalls the blast from the alien the previous night that damaged her door. Frustrated by the car's ineffectiveness, Bryn opts for a bicycle and heads to town. She notices the postman's van turned upside down in the road, and the boy she liked also had his house destroyed. His lawn, too, was marked by the same mysterious circle from the beginning. Determined, Bryn rushes to the police station, only to face Maud's mother, who spits on her face. This confirms the town's strong dislike towards her. Realizing she won't find help, a tearful Bryn returns home. She feels sick on her way, and as she is sitting alone, she notices the buses leaving town. Understanding she's alone with her house destroyed, she decides to leave the town forever. As she contemplates taking a bus, she notices the same circle in front of every house, realizing the coming alien attack. On the bus, the postman, who is now under the alien's control, attacks Bryn all of a sudden. Under the alien's control, the postman attacks Bryn due to a strange thing on his neck. The alien aims to prevent anyone from leaving the town. As Bryn attempts to escape on the bus, she realizes more people are under alien influence as other passengers on the bus start attacking her too. Fleeing to a church, Bryn finds the door locked. Desperate to find shelter, she discovers a graveyard nearby. There, she approaches a grave belonging to Maud, her childhood friend who had died due to Bryn's mistake. We come to realize that Maud is dead because of her actions, explaining the town's hatred. especially from Maud's parents. The heartbreaking truth unfolds, explaining why Bryn constantly wrote to her deceased friend, seeking forgiveness. Overwhelmed with shame, Bryn gazes at the sky as huge black clouds and numerous alien spaceships start to appear. Terrified, she flees to the house of the boy she likes, only to find him and others under alien control, marked by strange parasites on their necks. Returning home, she finds the alien's lifeless body still present, oozing a strange liquid out of its mouth. As the black clouds cover the sky, Bryn realizes another alien attack is near. Rather than giving in to fear, she decides to confront them. Armed with a lighter and a cutter, she begins preparations, boiling water, and sealing off all windows and doors in readiness for the coming battle against the invading aliens. Bryn secures her broken door with a makeshift barricade of wood, but the aliens arrive and easily open the barricade. They start by dragging away the corpse of their fallen companion. Bryn is alarmed and retreats to her basement to hide. Another alien enters, possessing the ability to pull objects towards itself, including the scissors Bryn intended to use against him. The alien also snatches a picture of Maud and Bryn that Bryn was holding and looks at it closely. Seizing the distraction, Bryn escapes the basement and returns upstairs. There, she encounters a smaller alien with unusually long arms who is attempting to catch her. Bryn attempts to fight the small alien with boiling water, but it remains unaffected. Seeking refuge in her bathroom, the alien swiftly tears the door open. Bryn, desperate to escape, tries to flee through the window, but the alien grabs her legs. Using a broom, Bryn fights back, breaking the broomstick in the process. She manages to hang the alien from a cupboard, striking it with the cupboard door until it finally dies too. After exiting, she encounters another alien with long limbs. Confused and unsure, the postman, still under alien control, intervenes and pulls Bryn with him. The alien outside signals its companions through the spaceship. They arrive to take Bryn because she has been eliminating their companions one by one. As a white light falls from the spaceship, Bryn pushes the postman towards it, causing him to fall back to the ground after a brief ascent. It becomes clear that the aliens were specifically targeting Bryn. The long-legged alien, now on top of her house, forces Bryn to hide in her car, but the alien follows. In a quick move, she locks the alien inside the car, leaving a burning lighter under the leaking gas tank that causes a massive explosion, resulting in the alien's demise. However, the white light from the alien spaceship continues to follow Bryn. As she rushes back into her house, she discovers another alien inside, the same one she encountered in the basement earlier. Instead of attacking, the alien is staring at a picture of her. Bryn attempts to strike, but the alien retaliates, throwing her aside. A red light falls on her home, freezing her in place. The alien takes out a strange parasite-like weapon from its mouth, capable of controlling individuals. It turns out that those under alien control had this parasite in their throats. As the alien approaches to insert the parasite into Bryn's mouth, she abruptly wakes up, realizing it feels like she has just emerged from a dream. With the parasite fully in control, Bryn finds herself trapped in a dream world, reliving a life with her town and her deceased friend Maud. In this dream, she apologizes to Maud, seeking forgiveness. However, Bryn gradually realizes the illusion when she acknowledges that Maud is truly gone. Bryn thrusts her hand into her throat, as extracts the parasite the alien had placed there. As she does, she snaps back to reality. When the parasite hits the ground, an orange light descends upon it, forming a new body. This body seems to be a manifestation of Bryn. In the sky, numerous alien spaceships carry out their tasks. The white light serves to lift humans, while the orange light creates new bodies. The alien, now formed from the parasite taken from Bryn, attacks her with a knife. Bryn falls, and the white light transports her to the spaceship, where numerous aliens look through her memories by touching her mind. Through this, they uncover the events of her past life. They see the reason for the town's dislike and her friend Maud's tragic death. In the tragic memory of a childhood accident, Maud pushed Bryn, leading to a fatal response from Bryn. Older Bryn refuses to move on from the accident and starts to write letters to her deceased friend Maud, aiming to let go of the past and move forward. Having grasped the entire story, the aliens decide to send Bryn back to her real world, dropping her down once again. Returning to her world, Bryn finds peace. The aliens have erased her sorrowful memories, and she lives happily after bravely facing the aliens. The town now treats her kindly, and even the boy she likes is on good terms with her. We see Bryn joyfully dancing at a party with that boy, as she is living the life she desires. Despite the apparent happiness, alien spaceships still hover in the sky, suggesting continued control over the town. It seems the aliens, having learned Bryn's memories, adjusted everything to her liking.